This is the Turf Zone Podcast, your central information and news hub, bringing together professionals from turf associations across multiple states to share things to help you in your business. Brought to you in partnership with our friends at the New England Sports Turf Managers Association. Now, let's get in the zone.
Welcome to the Turf Zone. In this episode, we feature an article titled Member Spotlight on Angela O'Connor, Director of Parks and Recreation, Town of Berwick, Maine, University of Southern Maine, Therapeutic Recreation, and Social and Behavioral Sciences. How did you get your start in the sports turf industry? While working for a small town, Kennebunkport, Maine, as a recreation programmer, I had to wear many hats. One of those hats was to help line fields and pay attention to how the fields were being used by the community. Where did you go from there? In 2018, I moved to Needham, Massachusetts, where I was Assistant Director of Parks and Recreation. Needham is where I met Ed Olson, Patty Carey, and the entire Parks Department team. In the short time, 2.5 years, I was there, I learned an incredible amount, especially from Ed. His knowledge and expertise are incredible. He is an unbelievable resource, and he helped me move on to my next adventure. After leaving Needham, I came back to Maine. I started my current job in January 2021. When I arrived in Berwick, I wasn't fully aware of the details of the largest green space asset that the town has, Memorial Field. It's an 8-acre parcel with 2 baseball fields and a full irrigation system, 2 playgrounds, basketball courts, and tennis courts that haven't been maintained in almost 20-plus years. Community volunteers did their best to maintain Memorial Field throughout the years without much help from the town. A lot of quick fixes had been put in place without the knowledge and expertise necessary to maintain the asset. Who has helped you the most in the sports turf industry? Ed Olson was the person I contacted to get advice on what direction to go with the green space and fields I had in Berwick. He recommended contacting Tom Irwin Advisors. I couldn't have been more grateful to meet with Brian Lucchini and Ian Lacey. Together, we started a feasibility study and created a maintenance and turf management plan for the space. What's the best business advice you've ever received? As a woman in the industry, I've had to learn to be bold and confident enough to share my knowledge. As I develop into a better leader, I know what needs to be done, and if I don't, I'll do my best to find the answer from other experts. What's your favorite thing about your current position and responsibilities? Working with Tom Irwin and having set a goal for getting our green spaces to a level where they are safe and sustainable for the future. What is the next game changer you see on the horizon for the sports turf industry? Reorganizing, developing, and implementing the field maintenance plan and renovating Berwick's Memorial Field in a 3-phased project. What's your favorite equipment or technology? Baseline, base station, irrigation management, Wi-Fi controller. Best thing ever. I can use an app to turn on irrigation systems on and off, have Smart Water Solutions monitor it, and I'm notified immediately if there is an issue. What advice would you share with people starting out in sports turf management today? Be patient, pay attention to detail, and follow through. Don't always think of the immediate fix. Think long-term about how to best maintain and sustain turfgrass at your facility. Keep in mind that communities and user groups often don't understand the expense and how much goes into maintaining turf, especially natural turf. Having walked into a facility where a lot of Band-Aids were put on, it's taking a lot of time to help our community understand how to maintain a major facility. Don't be afraid to use your resources and ask for help. The best thing about sports field management is that everyone wants everyone to succeed and see improvement in their work. Use that to your advantage, and you'll grow both professionally and personally. Can you share a bit about your family life and what you enjoy doing in your free time? I have a partner, Gary, and 17-year-old step triplets, Aiden, Haley, and Addie. We live in Freeport, Maine with our goofy yellow lab, Bower. Yes, we have hockey players in the family. I am training Bower to be a comfort dog for children. I love the outdoors, hiking, kayaking, or just relaxing, being with our family, and watching the triplets play their sport of choice. What have you enjoyed most about being a NESTMA member? Obtaining the knowledge and having the ability to reach out to colleagues to help with the growth and improvements at the facility that I manage. I also appreciate the new connections and friendships I've made throughout the years. Is there anything else you'd like to share with your fellow NESTMA members? I'm honored and humbled to be in the Blade spotlight. For all resources associated with this article, check out our show notes. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at theturfzone.com.
You've been listening to The Turf Zone. For more episodes of The Turf Zone, visit theturfzone.com and subscribe on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app.